So let's start from the first module. It's called Nurturing Nature. This module opens with 4 lines of a poem by William Wordsworth. The poem is called The Tables Turned. വില്യം വേർഡ്സ്വർത്തിന്റെ പോയത്തിൽ നിന്നുള്ള 4 lines ആണ് കൊടുത്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. One impulse from a vernal wood may teach you more of man, of moral evil and of good, than all the sages can. So here vernal means related to spring. A sage is a wise person. Malayalam word for sage is muni. So the poem says, nature can teach us more wisdom than sages. Nature can teach us more wisdom than wise men. Listening to wise men or reading books do not make you wise. You have to study nature in order to attain wisdom. അതാണ് ഈ poem പറയുന്നത്. So Wordsworth believed in the principle of pantheism. What is pantheism? Seeing God in the world around you. Seeing God in nature is called pantheism. So this poem tells you that you can learn a lot from nature. You can attain a lot of wisdom from nature. In the next page, you can see a crossword puzzle. So the first question is, I am the biggest and the brightest star close to your. The answer is sun. Second question, I am the tears of nature. Obviously, the answer is rain. Third question, we are the food factory of a plant. Answer, leaves. Fourth question, you don't like my sting, but you love what I collect from flowers. So what collects honey from flowers? Bee. Fifth question, I am beautiful and colorful and you see me amidst the flowers. Obviously, butterfly. Sixth question, I am the ship of the desert. The ship of the desert is camel. I have a long neck and I am the tallest living terrestrial animal. A terrestrial animal is an animal that lives on land. Obviously, the largest living animal is a blue whale, but the largest terrestrial animal is an elephant. But which is the tallest terrestrial animal? It is the giraffe. It is the giraffe. Eighth question, I have a bark, but I do not bite. Bark kondu bite illa, so it is a tree. Ninth question, we breathe through gills. Obviously, fish. So our core text is a speech called From Words to Deeds, spoken by Sevan Suzuki. Sevan Suzuki is a Canadian environmentalist. You can watch the video of the speech in the link given here. So please watch the video of this speech. It will only take 10 minutes. Watch the video before moving to the next slide. Sevan Kalis Suzuki. She is a Canadian environmental activist, speaker, television host, and author. This lady started the Environmental Children's Organization, or ECHO, when she was only 9 years old. She started an organization called ECHO when she was only 9. ECHO is a small group of children committed to learning and teaching other kids about environmental issues. So what was the purpose of the organization? To create awareness about environmental issues. In 1992, ECHO raised their own money and attended the UN's Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro. So Rio de Janeiro is a city in Brazil. In the 1992 UN Earth Summit was conducted in Rio de Janeiro. So this speech by Suzuki was spoken at the Earth Summit in 1992. 1992-ലെ റിയോ ഡെ ജനേറോ എർത്ത് സമ്മിറ്റിൽ സൂസൻ സുസൂക്കി സംസാരിച്ചത് വാക്കുകളാണ് ഇത്. The 12-year-old Sevan closed a plenary session with this amazing speech that received a standing ovation. What do you mean by a plenary speech? A plenary session is a session that is to be attended by all the participants of an assembly or a conference. എല്ലാവരും participate ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു session ആണ് plenary session. Usually happens at the beginning of a program. So her speech received a standing ovation. What do you mean by a standing ovation? Everybody stood up and clapped. The speech went viral on YouTube. It is called the speech that silenced the world for 5 minutes. She talked about such important issues that it silenced the world for 5 whole minutes. It is a very famous speech. The speech begins like this. Hello, I'm Sevan Suzuki, speaking for ECHO, the Environmental Children's Organization. We are a group of 12 and 13-year-olds trying to make a difference. Vanessa Sati, Morgan Geisler, Michelle Quick and me. We have raised all the money to come here ourselves, to come 5,000 miles to tell you adults, you must change your ways. So she says, she is speaking on behalf of ECHO. ECHO is the Environmental Children's Organization. It was founded by children. It was founded by children who were 12 and 13 years old. So she also names her friends Vanessa, Sati, Morgan, Geisler, etc. They have come 5,000 miles to this place called Rio de Janeiro in order to tell people that they must change their ways. Why should they change their ways? In order to save the environment. Coming up here today, I have no hidden agenda. I am fighting for my future. Losing my future is not like losing an election or a few points on the stock market. I am here to speak for all generations to come. I am here to speak on behalf of the starving children around the world whose cries go unheard. I am here to speak for the countless animals dying across this planet because they have nowhere left to go. So first of all, she says she has no hidden agenda. What is an agenda? An agenda is a secret motive. She has no secret motive. She is fighting for her future. She says she is losing her future. Why is she losing her future? Because destroying the earth destroys our future. That is why she is losing her future. Losing my future is not like losing an election or a few points on the stock market. It is more serious than that because it has a global impact. It affects everybody. So, destroying the environment affects everybody. എല്ലാവരെയും ബാധിക്കുന്ന ഒരു issue ആണ്. That is why she says it is like losing a future. I am here to speak for all generations to come. Then she says, I am here to speak on behalf of the starving children around the world whose cries go unheard. I am here to speak for the countless animals dying across this planet because they have nowhere left to go. So these are the effects of environmental degradation. It affects children. It causes poverty. It causes starvation. Children are starving around the world because of environmental degradation. It causes climate change. It affects animals and plants. It destroys their habitat. So, these are the effects of environmental degradation. I am afraid to go out in the sun now because of the holes in our ozone. I am afraid to breathe the air because I don't know what chemicals are in it. I used to go fishing in Vancouver, my home, with my dad until just a few years ago we found a fish full of cancers. And now we hear of animals and plants going extinct every day, vanishing forever. In my life, I have dreamt of seeing the great herds of wild animals, jungles and rainforests full of birds and butterflies. But now I wonder if they will even exist for my children to see. Did you have to worry of these things when you were my age? So she says she's afraid to go in the sun because of ozone layer depletion. So what causes ozone layer depletion? Ozone layer depletion is caused by chlorofluorocarbons or CFCs. CFCs break down ozone molecules. That causes ozone layer depletion. That is why she is afraid to go in the sun. So what does ozone do? Ozone absorbs harmful ultraviolet radiation, which is why ozone layer depletion is harmful. I'm afraid to breathe the air because I don't know what chemicals are in it. Because of air pollution, she is afraid to even breathe the air because it is full of chemicals. I used to go fishing in Vancouver. Vancouver is a place in Canada. I used to go fishing in Vancouver, my home, with my dad until just a few years ago we found a fish full of cancers. She is afraid to eat the fish because it has cancer. Even the fish has cancer because of water pollution. Pollution effects ആണ് ഇവിടെ പറയുന്നത്. First of all, it causes ozone layer depletion. അതുകൊണ്ട് harmful UV radiation earthലേക്ക് എത്തുന്നു. Secondly, it affects the air. The air that we breathe. It has chemicals in it. It even affects the fish. And now we hear of animals and plants going extinct every day, vanishing forever. So animals and plants are going extinct. What do you mean by going extinct? They are no longer in existence. For example, dinosaurs are extinct. They no longer exist. In my life, I have dreamt of seeing the great herds of wild animals, jungles and rainforests full of birds and butterflies. But now I wonder if they will even exist for my children to see. So because of deforestation, Wild animals do not have a home. Jungles and rainforests are getting destroyed. So the next generation won't be able to see animals, jungles and rainforests. What is a rainforest? A rainforest is a dense forest found in tropical areas. It is found in areas with heavy rainfall. For example, the Amazon forest in South America is a rainforest, or the Congo forest in Africa is a rainforest. It is a thick, dense forest, found in tropical areas. Then she asked, did you have to worry of these things when you were my age? These problems did not exist 50 or 100 years ago. These problems happened because of pollution, deforestation, etc. So we created these problems. ഇതെല്ലാം man-made ആയിട്ടുള്ള problems ആണ്. That is why she asked, did you have to worry of these things when you were my age? So why are children afraid to go in the sun or breathe the air? They are afraid to go in the sun because of ozone layer depletion, afraid to breathe the air because of air pollution. What has happened to the fish in the sea? They have diseases, they have cancers. Water pollution affects the fish in the seas. Oil spills affect the fish in the sea. What are the little things she speaks of? She speaks about environmental degradation. She speaks about pollution. She speaks about deforestation. She speaks about animals going extinct, losing their habitat. She speaks about air pollution, water pollution, etc. These are not actually little things. ഇതൊന്നും ചെറിയ കാര്യങ്ങളല്ല. They are actually big issues. They are not really little things. They are big issues. All this is happening before our eyes, and yet we act as if we have all the time we want and all the solutions. I am only a child and I don't have all the solutions, but I want you to realize neither do you. So as a child, she doesn't know the solution to all these problems, but the adults do not know either. You don't know how to fix the holes in our ozone layer. We have created the holes, but we do not know how to fix them. You know, in recent months, there was news that the ozone is slowly recovering because there is much less pollution due to COVID. I don't know if you read that. You don't know how to bring the salmon back up a dead stream. A salmon is a kind of fish. So because the stream is now dead, because it's not moving, all the fish is dead, and we do not know how to bring the fish back to life. You don't know how to bring back an animal now extinct. So because of environmental degradation, several species of animals are now extinct, but we cannot make them alive again. Because of our actions, they have gone extinct, but we do not know how to make them alive again. And you can't bring back the forest that once grew where there is now a desert. Where there was a forest, there is now a desert. And we do not know how to bring the forest back to life. So, ഈ പ്രോബ്ലംസ് എല്ലാം നമ്മൾ ക്രിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്തതാണ്, പക്ഷെ ഇതിനുള്ള സൊല്യൂഷൻസ് ഒന്നും നമുക്കറിയില്ല. That is what she's saying. If you don't know how to fix it, please stop breaking it. So if you do not know the solution, do not create the problem. If you don't know how to fix something, stop breaking it. We should stop harming the environment. That is what she says.